Hey everybody, I am Coleman Patterson and I'm the lead instructor for our org behavior class this summer. So I've been looking forward to this. It's been a little over a year since I was able to do the OB class, and I've really kind of been excited jumping back into the material and going through all the stuff that we've got in store for us. So before we get started, instead of typing out a long list of directions, just want to make a quick little video and kind of give you a welcome, but also kind of an introduction and explanation as to how we're going to run the class. So the book, the first thing you need to get on finding a copy of the book, and it's the OB book, McShane and von Glenow. These two authors actually have two books that are very similar. So make sure that you find this one. And I've got links to it in our announcements and welcome page, and even the syllabus in Blackboard. So go on and get on that. The first assignment with the book is not going to be due until Sunday of the second week. So this first week being kind of a short one, it's kind of an introductory week, and then I count next week as kind of our first week. So take a look at that. The biggest thing with my classes, I think just kind of the nature of how I approach the material is I want it to be application oriented. So instead of just memorizing things and taking a test where you go in and identify concepts, I want you to connect. So let's learn the concepts, but then also connect them to your life and in a lot of different scenarios. So as you do these assignments, we're gonna have two assignments due every week, one on a Thursday, one on a Sunday. The ones on Thursdays, except for the first week, the ones on Thursdays will be a little more focused on the textbook and the material, and then the Sunday will be kind of an application and something related to that. But as you write these up, these are not research papers. So we're looking for reflections on these, kind of your experience. Here's how I've seen this happen. Okay, here are the lessons that I've learned. So it's informal, it's first person, but we still want it to be written correctly with good grammar and all that stuff. But again, first person is fine. If you do references, so as you're writing these things up, if you want to refer to a concept, kind of as we've been trained to, if it's something from the book, you can just kind of use parentheses and tell us what page number you're drawing that information from. If you want to draw in citation or references from outside the book, then we ask that you use the formal APA style and include an extra page on the back of that. So usually it takes folks who are kind of new to me and my classes about a week or two, and then we're all on the same page. So we'll get started, and you'll figure it out real fast. So again, just first person, less research, more reflection. As we run those assignments through the term, we're gonna use safe signs. So as you submit them through Blackboard, you will get a safe sign score. So again, make sure all the words are yours. You'll find that if you repeat the questions, then you'll find that others in the class are doing the same thing. The safe sign scores tend to be a little higher. So as long as our instructional team knows which questions you're grading, that you're writing, you'll be fine. You don't necessarily have to copy everything over directly from the instructions. Also, we're in a weird new world. Well, it's an interesting new world, but this whole chat GPT, this is something I've been dealing with my undergraduate students. Just make sure you do your own work and use your own words on that. This new technology is interesting for teachers, can also create some issues, but as long as everybody just comes into this realizing that they need to do it themselves to learn the most for themselves, then we're good. My instructional team, so this is my third year now, working with Texas A&M Corpus Christi in the online MBA program. My instructional team, we've been working together since I got started, and actually they were around long before I got started as well. So we've got some really good graders. Alex Burnett Hayes and Anthony Ojo are going to be helping me this term. So once we get started, once we get the final roster, we'll assign everybody to either Alex or to Anthony. They're going to be the ones that are kind of the experts on going through the material and looking at your assignments. So if there are questions directly related to grading and you want some maybe tips and suggestions on how to improve or maybe a different angle or something, reach out to them. Again, you can reach out to me for anything throughout the term, but really those two, they're superstars and they're professionals, and they're going to be able to help kind of get us all in line as quick as we can. This video, so again, instead of typing everything out, I think it's just a lot faster, and in my case, a lot easier just record videos. So you're gonna have an option on those Sunday reflections. You can either type them up about 3 pages long, or you can do a video. You can do a video reflection. So we ask that those be about 4 to 6 minutes each. And what you can do is after you get done recording them, as I'm doing on my phone right now, you can just load them up to a YouTube account, save it as an unlisted video, and then submit the link through Blackboard, through the portal for the assignment. So if you're like me and would prefer to do that, that's absolutely fine. And then the last thing for now, and I will send out announcements throughout the term, is that I have all the assignments set up to close actually the next morning after they're due. So when you see the assignment written up in Blackboard, it's going to say due by midnight. But really, because we have people from across the country, I've had students from Hawaii before. So I want to give them till midnight in their time zone to be able to answer the questions. So we've actually got I've got things set up in Blackboard to actually close, kind of show as being late, after 5:05 a.m. Central Time, the morning after they're due. So it's going to kind of look weird. I will say that, they're due on Thursday, but then you see that they're actually due on Friday. Well, they're not. They're due on Thursday, but you've got all night if you're in a time zone around Central Time Zone to still work on it. So as long as it's in before 5:05 a.m. Central Time, the morning after the official due date, we're not going to count those off. Throughout the term, things happen. We've got a big class. We're going into the summer. Schedules are changing. If anything changes and things pop up and you need some extra flexibility, just let me know. Send that back to me, and we can work and make that work for you as well as we can. So anyways, those are kind of the announcements that are kind of on my mind right now. And then as new things pop up, I will communicate with you throughout the term. So again, I've been looking forward to this. Glad we're here together and happy to get started. See ya. Thanks.